Hello friends, welcome back to the new video of GillMath. So today we are going to discuss the chapter triangles and the problems based on chapter triangles. So in the previous video I have given a brief introduction about triangles and the congruency, and I have discussed the types of congruency and some important terms. So based on that we will be doing the problems today in this video. So if you want to watch that video, the link is in description below. You can go and watch that video. So let us go on to the first question. The first question is on your screen. That is, here a figure is given. A circle and some lines are given in that. So the given figure shows a circle with center O. So this is the center it is. So, and they are saying the P is the midpoint of the chord AB. P is the midpoint of chord AB. So before that, I want to let you know what is a chord. So if I draw a circle and I draw a perfect line from any end to any end, that will be known as chord. I can also draw like this and draw like this also. So these two are the chords, but they should not be drawn from the center. That is, they should be drawn like this or like this. I can draw like this. So that is the chord. And P is the midpoint. P is the midpoint of this chord AB. So chord AB, the P is the midpoint of chord AB, and they are asking to show that OP is perpendicular to AB. OP, this line is perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular is nothing but it means 90 degree. So they are saying that show that OP angle is 90 degree to AB. So here it should be 90 degree. So let us think how to solve it. Now I am drawing a circle. So here I am having a circle. So now it has a center O and it has a chord in this way, and it has a center O. So it is not the perfect center, but I am roughly drawing to explain it to you. So now there are the given names A, B. So this is the chord A and B. We have here P. And as this is the midpoint, it will divide the line into two equal parts. The chord into two equal parts. Now they are asking to show that this angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. So in order to prove that, let us draw triangles. I am joining this OA and OB. OA and OB. So now here I have joined these lines in order to prove these two triangles congruency and prove that this angle is 90 degree. Now here I have joined the lines, so I will write them as construction. First we have construction. I am writing down here. Construction, you are having join OA and OB. Yeah. So now let us prove the congruency. Now here we are having two triangles, triangle OP and A. Consider triangle OP and A and triangle OPB. Triangle OPB. So let us see what are there in this equal. What equal parts are there to prove the congruency? As here it is given AP is equal to PB. AP is equal to PB because these two lines are equal, already given. So I will write AP. I'll write the congruency proving in violet color. AP is equal to PB. In bracket I am writing given. So you have to write the proof also in the bracket. And you have this common line. This common line is same for triangle OPB as well as triangle OPA. I'll explain it to you here. Now here I am having a triangle. So this triangle only I have splitted it in such a way that this I am taking common for each one. So this is the triangle. Now here this is actually this triangle. This one, the down one, that's I am pointing. This one I have splitted it, and this one I took common. So when I took these two lines common, this line and this line, they will be equal in length. So as they will be equal in length, so I will be writing OP is equal to OP as well as in this triangle as well as in this triangle. OP in this triangle is equal to OP in this triangle. So OP is equal to OP because it is common in both the triangles. Now here we have another thing to left to prove. OA is equal to OB. I can write OA is equal to OB because they are the same radius of the circle. So what is meant by this fancy term radius? So if a circle is given like this and there is a midpoint, I have represented it here. There is a midpoint, and from this midpoint if I draw any line to any corner, that one is called the radius. In plural it is radii. So I can draw like this, I can draw like this, the radii. So this radii will be equal in length in the circle. This radii will be equal in length like this. So suppose let us take this as O, A and B. Here we will have OA is equal to OB. So these two lengths will be equal. So that is the term I am using here, and as this is the center point, though I have not represented it here, it is given in the question with the center O. So the center is O, and where I am drawing, so that will be the radii of the circle. So they will be equal in length. So I will write OA is equal to OB. OA is equal to OB. Now I am writing the proof here. Radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. So now we have proved three sides. Here this side, side and side. Now if you remember what I have said in the previous video, we have side, 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 that is S, congruency. So we have this congruency here. So based on S, I'll be writing triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OPB. So now I have proved the congruency. Triangle. So this triangle OPA, this triangle is equal to, or sorry, this triangle is congruent to triangle OPB. Now on proving congruency, we'll get angle OPA is equal to angle OPB by CPCTC. So what is CPCTC? CPCTC. So it is meant that CPCTC is nothing but the full form of corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So I'll explain you here. If I have a triangle, ABC, if I have a triangle ABC and DEF, ABC and DEF. So this triangle, if I will give this as 5 centimeter and this as 5 centimeter, this as 2 centimeter and this is 2 centimeter. This one also I will give us 3 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Now they are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. I hope it is clear till this one. So this one I have already discussed in the previous video. You can watch that video. The link is in description below. So now, if the two triangles are congruent, on placing one over the another, as I have said you in the previous video, so now I will place one over the another. On placing one over the another, A, B, C, as well as I am placing D, E, F. Here I will have 3, 5 and 2 centimeters. Now on placing one another, now they are matching. So I have placed the same way on this. So 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter and as well as 2 centimeter. When they are matching, the parts that are matching with each other, on placing one on the other another, those parts will be equal. So what does this mean as? So now I have placed triangle DEF on ABC. So here we are having the angles. So this angle will be equal and this angle will be equal and this angle will be equal for triangle ABC and DEF. So that is CPCTC. When we place on one on another, the parts that match on placing will be equal. So that is what I want to say. So now, as they are congruent, now this triangle OPA and this triangle OPB is congruent. So now, as I have said you by CPCTC, so on placing one over the another, this I will just place like this. So here I am drawing small triangle on the left hand side of my board. So if I place the same way like this, so I will have this angle will come here, and this angle will come here, and this angle will come here. So this will match, and this angle A and angle B will match. So when angle A and angle B will match, so by CPCTC I can say them as equal. Now angle OPA is equal to angle OPB. Angle OPA is equal to angle OPB. So I hope you know how to name the angles. So I am explaining it here. If a triangle ABC is there, so this angle is there, you can see this one angle. So this angle will be angle ABC. So how it is, I will say, the one here, the name is angle B. So here the angle is at point B, so that should come in middle, and you should write the rest of the two parts here in the triangle, as well as anywhere you can see the rest of the triangle or the rest of the two sides. That also, those two sides should be one on upside and one on right side. That is, they should be either sides of that angle, and that angle should be placed in middle. Here this corner and this corner, and this is middle. So I have written angle ABC. So that is the way of naming an angle. Now angle OPA is equal to angle OPB by CPCTC. So now angle OPA is equal to angle OPB, as well as when angle OPA is equal to angle OPB. Now let us imagine, or let us see this picture without placing one on the other. So here I will have this angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degree. Angle OPA plus angle OPB is equal to 180 degree by linear pair I will have. So I will explain what is linear pair actually. So when we are having, let us take a square. When we are having a line like this or like this, now here we know we can take two angles here, this angle and this angle. These two angles, the sum will be 180 degree by linear pair. What is meant by linear pair is when a line is there and a line is crossing in between the two angles that are formed on the LHS side and RHS side of the line will be equal to 180 degree. Their sum will be equal to 180 degree when you add them. So that is called the linear pair. So angle OPA plus angle OPB is equal to 180 degree. Now here we have angle OPA is equal to angle OPB, and angle OPA plus angle OPB is equal to 180 degree. So I will write angle this OPA as x. So when it is equal to angle OPB, so this will also be x. X is equal to x. So that I have used here. X is equal to x. So I termed both the terms as x. So here I will have angle OPA as x plus angle OPB is also as x is equal to 180 degree. Now we will have x plus x is equal to 2x, which is equal to 180 degree, and 2 ones are 2 90s are. So our x is equal to 90 degree. So when x is equal to 90 degree, angle OPA is equal to 90 degree, and angle OPB is also equal to 90 degree. So angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. Now we have proved it. And angle OPB is also equal to 90 degree. We have proved it. So now, so I hope you noted the construction. And when angle OPA and OPB are 90 degree, we can say that OP is perpendicular to AB, as this is the line here and this is 90 degrees to this line AB. So it is perpendicular to AB, line AB. So perpendicular will represent it as OP is perpendicular to AB. So this is the symbol we use over here. So now x is equal to 90 degree. OP is perpendicular to AB. Hence proved. We can write hence proved at last. So let us go on to the next question. The question is on your screen. That is, in triangle ABC and PQR, AB is equal to PQ and AC is equal to PR and BC is equal to QR. So we should find whether they are congruent or not and how they are congruent. So now let us find it. In triangle ABC, I am writing here. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, I will name them triangle A, B, C and triangle PQR. AB is equal to PQ. So this line AB is equal to PQ. So I will represent it with one line. And AC is equal to PR. So this is AC which is equal to PR. I will represent their similarity with red lines. AC is equal to PR and BC is equal to QR. So BC is nothing but BC this line and QR this line. So BC is equal to QR. So now if you carefully observe, we are having all the three sides equal. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS. By SSS, because the three sides are equal, and on placing one on the another will get the same. So they are congruent. So that's what they asked to prove, and we should also write the reason also. That is SSS or SAS, whatever it may be. So the next question is on your screen. That is, in triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of BC. AD is produced up to E, so that DE is equal to AD. Prove that triangle ABD and ECD are congruent. So let us go only with the first one. So here given a triangle, and in triangle ABC, D is the midpoint. In triangle, let us name it as ABC as per the given question, and we have the midpoint as D. D is the midpoint of BC. So of BC, D is the midpoint, and we have AD is produced up to E. So this AD is produced up to E. Up to E. This I am naming it here. It is produced up to E, so that DE is equal to AD. So this line DE will be equal to this line AD. DE is equal to AD. So prove that triangle ABD. So triangle ABD. So this triangle 1 I am representing it as, and triangle ECD. Triangle ECD. So we have to draw a line in order to do that. From E to C we have to draw a line. So this is triangle ECD. I am representing it with number 2. So I am drawing it again. Triangle ECD. Now they are asking to prove that these two triangles are equal. So we know that this line AD is equal to DE, that is given in the question itself. You can see that DE is equal to AD, DE is equal to AD. So this line is equal to this line, so that is the first congruency. So DE is equal to AD. In bracket we should write given. Now we have another one to find here. I can also write this line, this angle is equal to this angle because they are vertically opposite angles. Now I will write angle EDC. EDC is equal to angle, we are having ADB, angle ADB. Vertical opposite angles I am representing it with VOA, that is the short form. Actually it is vertically opposite angles. So now what is vertically opposite angles, you may get it out. So if two parallel lines are there, or you can take one line and one line like this. So you know we can form a circle over here, and you know what is the angle of the circle. So circle angle is equal to 360 degree, that we all know, 360 degree. So now it is 360 degree. So as for the linear pair, this angle will be 180 degree, this whole will be 180 degree, and this whole also will be 180 degree. Now 180 degree, you will have a property that this angle and this angle will be equal. This angle and this angle will be equal, and same way now as you have expected, this angle and this angle also will be equal. So this is vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles is they are vertically opposite, they are opposite to each other angles. Now we have to prove another one in order to fulfill the congruency. So now we can write BD is equal to DC, DB or BD is equal to CD or DC. So how? You may get a question. So as in the given in the question, D is the midpoint of BC. So when D is the midpoint of BC, so D is the midpoint of BC, here you will have these angles, this side, this line and this line as equal. So that will be writing here BD is equal to DC. That is, we can write in bracket D is midpoint. We can write as D is midpoint. Also we can write as D is midpoint of BC. BD is equal to DC. We can write D is midpoint of BC. BD is equal to DC. Now we can have that this is side angle side. So side angle side, SAS. So when SAS is there, the congruency is fulfilled. So triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ECD. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle EDC or ECD. We have to write triangle ADB is congruent to triangle EDC. We should name it correctly also. ADB, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle EDC. Triangle EDC by SAS, side angle side property. So here we should name in such a way that they match with each other. When we place on one another, they should match. When we place one on the another by this format, they should match with each other. Now I'm just rubbing this congruency. Now as we have proved congruency, so let us put tick mark for it. Now we have AB is equal to EC. AB is equal to EC. So here they are asking to prove AB is equal to EC. So I am rubbing only the congruent part. AB is equal to EC. How to prove? As we have know, I am writing 1 in this triangle and 2. 1 is congruent to triangle 2. So when we place on one another, this line will come here and AB will be equal to EC by CPCTC, congruent parts, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. When we place triangle EDC in such a way that on triangle ADB, we'll have this line matching with each other as they are congruent. The parts match with each other, so they will be equal. So that we can write as AB is equal to EC by corresponding parts of congruent triangles. That is nothing but CPCTC. So and we have AB is equal to EC. AB also is equal to EC. As we have here, we have DAB and DEC. So this angle and this angle we are having as alternate angles. So what is meant by alternate angles? When two parallel lines are there and one line is drawn between, so we have these angles as alternate angles. They are on the opposite side or alternate side. This is up and this is down on the opposite sides. So that is called alternate angles. And we have AB is parallel to EC because angle DEC, we have angle DEC and angle BAD and angle BAD are alternate angles. So let us move on to the next question. So the question is on your screen. That is, in triangle ABC and PQR, BC is equal to QR and angle A is equal to 90 degree, angle C is equal to angle R is equal to 40 degree and angle Q is equal to 50 degree. We have a triangle over here. We have two triangles, triangle ABC, and triangle PQR. So I will name it as triangle A, B, C and triangle P, Q, R. Now we are having BC is equal to QR. BC is equal to QR. I will represent it like this. And we are having angle A is equal to 90 degree. Angle A is equal to 90 degree. So we are having this angle as 90 degree. And angle C is equal to angle R is equal to 40 degree. So angle, this one angle C is equal to angle R, both are 40 degree. And we have angle Q is equal to 50 degree. angle Q is equal to 50 degree. Now, as I have said in the previous video, the three angles of a triangle are equal to 180 degree. That is, see here, first one, angle A plus angle B plus angle C should be equal to 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle A is 90 degree and angle C is 40 degree. Angle A is 90 degree plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. So 90 plus 40 is equal to 130 plus angle B. So 130 plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 130. On transposing 130 onto RHS, you will get 180 minus 130, which is equal to 50 degree. So angle B is equal to 50 degree. Now you have on the triangle PQR. So come to triangle PQR, you are having 50 plus 40 plus angle P is equal to 180 degree by angles and property of a triangle. 50 plus 40 plus angle P. So angle P is equal to 180 degree. So 50 plus 90 is 180 and angle P you are having as 180 degree. So we are having angle P is equal to 180 minus 90 on transposing 90 onto RHS. You will get 180 minus 90 is equal to 90 degree. So angle P will be equal to 90 degree. So now we are having this side is equal to this side. So angle, side, angle. So now before saying that, we don't have ASA. Sorry, we have ASA. So on proving ASA, nothing but, so this is angle, angle, side, side, angle and angle. We are having 50 degree, 50 degree and side we are having, and here 40 degree, 40 degree. So we will get ASA, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by ASA. So now we have proved the congruency. So that's all for today's video, friends. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. We are very near to 50 subscribers. So kindly support and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video, friends. Thank you.